Hello everyone, welcome back in. This is V with Pharaohs Tarot, and I'm here with your Friday I'm in Love couples reading. Okay, this reading is for couples. If you are in a single situation, check out the single reading because we have that up as well. Okay, thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate y'all allowing me to read for y'all. Your cards are pulled. Before we get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. Okay. Sorry, that's my girl's automatic feeder going off. Okay. So let's tap in. I pulled cards for you and the person you're in a relationship with. Energies can be reversed. Just take it how it resonates. Okay. You got the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Star, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. There was a new beginning that the divine offered you. It came with conflict because maybe the result isn't what you wanted to hear. I'm getting that you may have to leave this situation. Okay. There's a big part of you that had healed, and for whatever reason, perhaps your person did not take that journey with you, and so you had to leave it behind. Aquarian energy. Yeah. You wanted a more natural approach, a more natural path. So maybe you were going natural, like hair-wise, or just like, you know, products, cosmetics, like that sort of thing. You were getting closer to the roots and detoxifying. Maybe even your diet changed. Maybe you became like pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, or something like that. You just wanted to be more natural, and you wanted a partnership that would match that energy. And so, you had the Nine of Swords with the Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe you feel like you made a wrong decision by doing something. Maybe you felt like you were fighting for the wrong person or the wrong thing. It's like maybe whoever you were dealing with had a lot of money, or maybe you had a lot of money and a lot of stability, and y'all were placing your value in materialistic pursuits. And so with this Five of Pentacles, maybe you had to, you know, after you left a situation for a little while, you had to sort of level your coin up. You had to level your personal value up and like heal that feeling of feeling left out after you made a decision to like look after yourself and to find your inner worth and not in material gain. Yeah, so you got the Six of Cups with the Nine of Cups. This is really sad energy. I kind of getting like emotional in my, like right here in my abdomen. So it's like, maybe you got a lot of pride, you know? You didn't want to cry in front of this person, or you didn't want to make it seem like you were hurting when you really were. Six of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this could have involved like a third party situation or something like that, or maybe you thought it did. You wanted to really like love yourself, celebrate yourself. Maybe y'all have children together, so you just started spending more time with them, started finding love in what y'all had created together. Or if there was from another relationship, you just started focusing on the responsibilities that you had and the people that loved you, things of that nature. And you wanted to attract a partner from a place. I'm feeling like y'all in separation or something like that. Maybe y'all, it's like y'all were married and y'all in separation, or it's like y'all taking a break or something. It's just giving that energy like y'all haven't come together, but you move into a space of the Chariot with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Yeah, the divine is helping to bring this forward because you're finding your worth in yourself and not in your things. It's like a reframing of your mind, a reframing of who you are. So you got the Chariot, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Yeah, maybe y'all want to like build a restart, build a home together, like literally build a home, build a new home together, something like that. This is gorgeous energy. This is like dream come true. This is like marriage. This is maybe y'all are saving up to start this family, to have a wedding, to have something together. The Magician, yeah, you're manifesting this in. You're manifesting this in. You got the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, don't allow yourself to be manipulated by moving too quickly or speaking from heartache when you communicate with this person. If you're going to have clarity, this page is one sword here. Be honest about what transpired. Be honest about your feelings. Be willing to be vulnerable, because you had that star card there. So you're able to be vulnerable, and you have to trust that this person is able to hear you in that. If in fact you do decide to come back together. Okay? Yeah, don't allow fear to not let you speak up on everything that you're feeling, everything that you felt. Okay? This person is truly meant for you. They'll be able to handle all of that, and vice versa. Okay, you got the everything is fine, the pseudo ten of swords. So you're really worrying here with the moon and the hermit. You're gonna find out why, because because you're pulling back. You're getting more introspective, and you're gonna realize taking things one at a time is one step at a time is the best way to go. Maybe you're learning how to be okay with the side of you that is a little more primal. Maybe like your emotional regulation wasn't something that came easy for you. And maybe you're healing like some deep-seated fear in your subconscious about partnership, about reuniting with this person again. You got the you are a badass being full of life-living possibilities. And so could be Virgo, Pisces, you got Cancerian energy here, Gemini energy here, you got Aquarius. Okay, I'm tapping to your person's energy. So yeah, they had a Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Death card, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. They made a major life change. They took a new start. This is like solo dolo, so I'm getting after they went on a journey. I'm getting after y'all doing separation and y'all having y'all break or something. They really went on a path of self-discovery. Okay, with this Four of Pentacles, they're really trying to hold on to their sense of self. Realizing why they're able to attract in certain energies, why they are attracted in certain energies, what is the purpose for their inner passion, their inner desires. Could be a fire sign or someone who has a lot of charm and charisma, but maybe they had too much ego. And so with this Scorpio energy, they're really understanding the responsibility that comes along with that sort of power that maybe they've been through a lot as well. And so a lot of that energy that they were holding on to was trying to protect them, was trying to protect themselves. Like the ego is there to protect you from things in 3D, but at the same time, if it's hyper agitated, then it'll prevent a lot of blessings from coming in your life, create a lot of self-sabotage. And so they got the Four of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Maybe they were learning how to be more grounded in their decision making and not so overly emotional. You know, beautiful Cups energy is really beautiful, but I'm really getting here that they may have moved from emotion a lot. Like I said, they were very passionate. They were very fiery, okay? Could have been a fire sign, or they just embodied that energy. I'm really getting fire signs, a lot of fire energy, or had a major fire placement. And so the divine was helping them ground. They had to go back to the basics, taking it one step at a time, learning what earth energy means. Maybe they were doing a lot of grounding in nature, and maybe just learning how to make more balanced decisions. So they got, okay, a lot of major arcana in your person's energy. Strength, Hierophant, Emperor, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the divine's been working overtime to try to help this person level up. No cap. You got Leo. You got Taurus energy. You got the Emperor. They were trying to help them see their inner worth, right? And not be so impulsive, because with this Emperor status comes a lot of responsibility. And so maybe leveling up with this Hierophant, they've been doing a lot of studying, learning about not only like a business pursuit, but like, you know, the spiritual mystery sort of energy, like what the foundational things, like getting the keys, you know, the phrase like, you know, getting the keys to the streets. They're getting the keys to like the spiritual streets, like what really goes on, why they really have this power, why are they really here. They may have been asking those big questions about purpose. And divine, like, yeah, stepping in big time. This person's a little frustrated about the growth, not really being patient. Yeah, I feel like the divine is trying to help them because they're looking in the past a little bit. About what though? Maybe they feel like they loved and lost. Maybe they feel like when they love, their emotion, their energy just sort of dissipates, like, and it doesn't really benefit them. They're protected. Like, this person is like blacked down, but a little bit of blue is right here. Okay, so this person has been very protected, and a little bit popping out under their collar. So they're trying to balance their emotions, but they're kind of heavily protecting themselves. Maybe they're going through like a dark night, doing a lot of soul searching, cleansing their energy. You got the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Judgment. Yeah, I'm yeah, this person, your person, I should say, Knight of Wands energy. They could be younger than you, very useful. That maybe they're trying to get their bag up, or it's this energy of like they're trying to be like a better person. They got the Ten of Swords with the Judgment card. Yeah, they're learning how to be more stable and grounded. Maybe they had to level up. Maybe they had to grow up. The divine was helping them heal. The ancestors were helping them heal. They really dived into their spiritual bag with this one. So it's like this energy of like using that charisma, using that passion, using that fire to create a stability for themselves. So maybe they're starting their own business, or maybe they're some of y'all may have been wanting to have a child, so they want to be more stable parent, like have some reserves, so y'all can, like, you know, easily take care of a child. Maybe want whoever, you know, can stay home and like literally raise the child type energy. You don't got to send them off to daycare type thing. Start saving for like, you know, higher learning in the future. Like they really want to be stable, first and foremost for themselves and for you as well. Yeah, they're very abundant. But like they're highlighting the bunny in this Page of Wands, so they have like an innocence about them. You know, bunnies, like when they're running from something, they kind of dart back and forth. So they know how to pivot really quickly. But the divine wanted them to learn how to get grounded and stay steadfast and see something to completion. And they got the Page of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. Yeah, yo, your person is dramatic, yo. They just like. Healing takes one step at a time, and like, look at this person. Like, they just like, oh my God, it's taking forever. I mean, it's just funny just because, like, not if they're like healing for something for real, but it's just like they're in unfamiliar territory. Okay, they got this Emperor card. They on a whole nother level. They have to move a different way. They want a partnership. I'm getting like this person. Spirit is like. Maybe they're used to getting their way and like doing things a certain way. And for this level, Spirit is like, no, there are processes and procedures. You come to the house of the Hierophant, there's a way you gotta do stuff. You want to be married to somebody, there's a way things go with higher evolved spiritual beings, like period. So you can't you might as well go take a nap or something and then get back up and get to the grind. You know, it's like this energy, like, and the ancestors are like really cheering them on. They're breaking some curses around here. It is so funny. It's really making me laugh. Okay, Seven of Cups with the Six of Swords and the Lovers, okay? The divine is helping them to, okay, heal communication. Boom, Gemini energy. They're highlighting Four of the Swords within this Six. Okay, fear could be playing a part in healing of this communication. Because like I said, I feel like this person has had to do a lot of leveling up. But ironically, I didn't see the Empress card on your side. Okay. Could be. Okay, could be it's already understood, or maybe you're leveling up on a certain level as well. Cause I don't, hold on. I see some king, I see a king, I see some queens. I'll dive a little deeper into this. It's like some missing pieces. Maybe, let me check this out though. So we have the Seven of Cups with the Six of Swords with the Lovers. Yeah, they are literally trying to walk away from maybe situations in the past that have wounded them, betrayals, heartache, heartbreak, all of that stuff. So it's just like they're going through this process, and the divine is with them, but they're going to make a choice too. They may reach out and communicate to you, or they may reach out and reveal some ways that they felt hurt. Like it's going to be a very vulnerable sort of conversation, whatever it is. Biting the apple. Okay, Kundalini rising, but maybe they're going to say like they're okay, because you know, like in the biblical story, like supposedly one of the beings were tricked by, you know, a lower vibrational energy. So maybe they're going to say something about being like tricked into believing something, or something like that. Maybe somebody from their past or something from their past contributed to this mindset that they have. But with this Lovers card here, they're going to come in and make an offer is what I'm feeling. It's going to be divinely guided. So you got the Nine of Pentacles with the Tower, with the Two of Swords, and the King of Wands. Yeah, with this their independence is growing. It's been a slow burn, but there's a major awakening that's going to happen in this person. The fear of taking that leap, the fear of possibly failing in a relationship. Maybe they're going to understand why they potentially sabotaged this relationship, or they potentially did something. Yeah, because they got the Fool in the past. So this person, they were wanting something loyal, but they were really like looking to, like, the divine used it as an opportunity for them to level up, to show them internally. They were looking externally for something internally, and you can have something that you want right in your face, but if you don't see your own value, you're going to sabotage it every time. So they're coming out as the King of Wands. So maybe this inner Emperor is going to be, the inner King of Wands on this Emperor is going to be, what do you call it? In the forefront, out front. Like they're going to come back as a healed King of Wands instead of this Knight energy. So you got the Five of Swords with the Temperance, King of Cups, Page of Wands. Yeah, helping to heal any like self-manipulation. Like maybe they're telling themselves, no, I'm not afraid. It's just like, it's just because of this, because of that. But it's this, they're going to get to the root of the issue, and it's fear. Sagittarian energy could be a very fiery person. They're going to learn how to love in a more balanced manner and want to make a new start. You see this Page one, so it's like a smaller fire. They're understanding that they have all this passion, but you can't just come out the gate. You got to, you know, start slow, light the fire slowly, and then let it build. Don't just rush in with a bonfire type energy. All right, and this is the same for both of y'all. Type energy. Give in a more balanced way, because maybe y'all do have like a lot of sexual chemistry, and so you don't want to go back into a situation. Maybe that's how y'all make up, you know, y'all, you know, you fight and then you have like passionate love making session, and then, you know, that's only temporary, and so that maybe they're helping both of y'all out with that. But let me pull a Shaman Oracle card while I'm shuffling. Like I said, could be reversed. It just depends. You got to rattle with the Crow. Yeah, spiritual elevation requires, like, in order to get the truth, it's being like more accountable, and holy mountain with the, yeah, so maybe y'all are going to like sacred spaces to like get more wisdom to see if this is like worth working out type energy. Like y'all both digging deep on this one. But I'm also saying some sort of communication is going to be needed at some point. They're highlighting the Queen of Swords. Some sort of decision needs to be made. I just saw the curse there, so it could be some like karmic past, some sort of like karmic toxicity that's still lingering. But like the video, please, while I'm shuffling these cards. But my face has been so greasy in all these videos, and I wipe it off every time. It's just like, my skin just be so oily, bro. Okay, we got the ancient ones. Yeah, this is like some high level commitment. It's like they breaking y'all down to like on a cellular level to build y'all back up. Like I said, starting with the basis at number 1, spirit come first, and then the 6 right here, boom, and the blade. So the divine is trying to help cut out the toxicity of the wound. So it's like, you know, you have a wound, but even if you like, you know, put antiseptic and bandage it, if you don't cut the bad part out, it's just gonna fester. And so you can't keep smoothing things over. You gotta really get down to the root of it. And with the serpent here, yeah, some sort of transformation, shedding of the old. Maybe y'all brought both of y'all old experiences into this, and y'all are making decisions based on that. But y'all both at a crossroads right now. Heart of the sky. Yeah, love needs to be the center of all you do. Love is manifested in everything. So maybe finding love however you do. Fur babies, children, parents, aunts, uncles, spending time in nature will help foster more of that energy. You got the luminous warrior here for both of y'all, and the seer. Very, very intuitive pair, very intuitive couple. And the luminous warrior heals things on the inside, so that from the inside out the light shines, and then it shines a light on everything externally. You can't just fix a problem externally, that where the root is internal. So I'm getting both of y'all are learning that mystical shaman. Let me read from this. Let me read from this mystical shaman. $38. So yeah, somebody might have a little temper, like 38 hot. Y'all are you know, or a lot of passion or something like that. But it's also 11, which is you know, being on the path, high level master number. So you got this is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller, who is neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, they observe it, evolve through it, perceive all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. They dance between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around their shoulders, and sings the world into being. They remind us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or to become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracle and manifestations are possible. That pretty much sums up what I was saying in terms of balancing out, like, what's more important, like what both of y'all are kind of doing. Maybe this person was becoming more spiritual while you were becoming more financially stable, or vice versa. It's something about balancing out the two. When the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You're called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success on a known story of success or achievement. So basically they're like, you are the creator of your own life, and maybe you didn't have a point of reference for a healthy marriage, a healthy partnership in the past. But if you can dream of a healthy one, you can obtain it by doing the work internally on yourself. This could even be like spirituality for sure, but self-help books, taking classes, couple courses, couple therapy, not just when things go wrong, but just as a checkup. You know, you don't always go to the doctor just because something's wrong. You go as a checkup to ensure that nothing goes wrong. So it's like being preventative, but also being mindful. You can write your own story, okay? Okay, be careful what you pray for. The mystical shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream come into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Okay, so that's, maybe y'all want this high level commitment. You have to give up something to give something. And it doesn't mean you have to lose a part of yourself, but can't have two egos in the room. You know, the emperor and the empress are both leaders in their own right. Okay, they're both combine the kings and the queens, and they have strong opinions. They know how to take care of themselves. They are master manifestors. They're very wise. And so coming together in a union with that high level of commitment requires certain give and take. And so they're asking you to consider that and to detach yourself from how you think things should be, see things as they are, and ask yourself, are you willing to move forward? All right. So hopefully this was helpful. Like, share, subscribe. We would love to have you a part of this community. Remember to follow us over on TikTok at PharaohsTarot, where we do go live. On Instagram, we do have some oracle pulls. We haven't been over there in a little bit. However, the videos over there are still really good. They're all timeless. All right. Yeah, everything you need is in the description box. Namaste.